when it comes to being incarcerated, you never want to get too comfortable, because prison rotates, things change, shit that was one way at one point won't be that way again, and you never know when something's gonna pop up out the blue that you're not familiar with. And all this could be prevented if you don't get too comfortable. If you're watching this, you already know why you're here. What's up, everybody? You already know, man. Kfrogtv back in the building. Y'all go ahead and do me that solid favor, hit that like and subscribe button, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. I want to tell everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Inmate Dictionary. Today we're going to be speaking on letter N. Never get too comfortable. Okay, this right here speaks for itself. It doesn't matter where you're locked up at, whether it's when you're a juvenile or you're an adult. You never want to get too comfortable with the justice system, okay? And the reason for that is things change when you least expect it. And you won't see it coming as easy you would if you wasn't thinking about being too comfortable. You understand? Now, for instance, I'll break it down a little bit. Say there's officers that are on the compound, you know how they are, how they act, which ones shake down and flip people's shit, which ones set inmates up, you know, with things that weren't theirs, which ones beat on inmates. You know, you may think, well, that officer won't put his hands on me like that officer will. Or that officer right there won't set me up like that officer did. Right? In all reality, you was too comfortable. You thought you knew them officers. You can never get too comfortable. And once the justice system finds out and sees how comfortable you are, that's when they really start throwing shit at you. They'll tell you to pack it up and move out of nowhere. You've been at this camp for the last 3.5 years, and you walked around with your chest out. They could tell you've been here. You bragging how you know how it is here. Every time you go to confinement, you make it known, oh, I've been here 3 years, all this different shit. You're letting them know that you were comfortable. Out of nowhere, they're going to say, inmate such and such, pack it up, you're being transferred. And now you're like, what? And then you ain't going to know what to do. You never want to get too comfortable, because it's not built to get comfortable. That's the true meaning of it all. Now, behind it, you know, there's a schedule, you know, there's a process and a routine. You know, you're going to learn these things regardless while you were incarcerated. You're going to learn the schedule, the routes, the routines, the day-to-day basics, every single thing that you go through, you're going to learn those. But learning them and getting too comfortable are two different things, all right? Now, same thing when it comes to the inmates. You may walk around with your chest out, feel comfortable like you know this dude, you know that guy, you know how they are in that dorm. This is my dorm, I've been here this long. You're comfortable. You done literally got it locked in your brain that this is your home. This is yours. You know everything about this exact institution, this house. This is where you've been living at, right? Next thing you know, the same people who you thought wouldn't try to rob you will try to rob you. Same people who you thought were solid were fake. Same people you thought didn't mess with sissies, mess with sissies. Every single thing that you thought you knew is actually fake. And what it was is, when you get too comfortable, you're actually being blind. You're being blind of the things that you're supposed to catch on to. You're supposed to just do your time and go home. That's simple. And they flip compounds left and right. They'll literally take half the compound and ship them between two other institutions, and take people from them two other institutions and bring them to your compound. And the whole reason for that, why? Because they don't want people getting familiar with their surroundings, getting too comfortable, knowing all the ins and outs, the way shit comes in, the way shit goes out, the way to make money, the fastest way to earn income and make people respect you. You know, like a bully, for instance. When bullies walk around and shit like that, they just are too comfortable. That's all it is. They could be beat by several people who probably ain't even paying attention to them. You know what I'm saying? But when you get comfortable, you are blindsided from the things that you're supposed to be paying attention to. All right? Now, if they put you in education or they give you a job in the kitchen, all right, you're supposed to have your mind on your job, on your workplace, right? That doesn't mean get comfortable with it. That means, you know, just do what you got to do day by day. But keep your ears and your eyes open. Pay attention. You understand? Don't think, oh, whatever happens to these other people can't happen to you. You feel me? Oh, too bad I'd hate to be him, but I doubt it would ever happen to me. No, that isn't true. It can happen to anybody. And the ones who feel like it wouldn't happen to them because they are comfortable with their surroundings and the place they've been the longest are the ones 9 times out of 10 that it can happen to easier. If I just came to a compound and nobody knows me from a can of paint, you feel me? Yeah, there could be people that want my head more than someone that's been there. The person that's been there, yeah, a lot of people know him already, so he ain't got to worry about no one coming at his throat that doesn't know who he is. Okay, right? But me being the new person, I'm expecting people to want to come at me because I know nobody knows me. I'm expecting and I'm looking and I'm waiting on it. As much as I'm not physically staring at people, I see them. I'm observing. I know what's going on. I may be looking at my plate right now, but I see shit. I hear things. I'm paying hell of attention. You know what I'm saying? I'm not comfortable with my surroundings. Then you got the person who's been there already for the longest. That doesn't really see that shit coming from any angle. Because after a while, when you feel comfortable, you stop paying attention. You stop looking. You stop listening. You start feeling like, oh, as long as it ain't got nothing to do with you, you don't worry about it. Which that's true, mind your business. You don't get involved in other people's shit. That's common sense. But it doesn't mean don't be aware. Don't pay attention. Don't listen. And by you thinking you are comfortable, that is the biggest illusion possible. Because when people come for you, when people try to rob you, people try to put down on you, people got a hit on your head and all this shit, you are not going to see it coming. As I would, being the new person. Because it is expected. I'm expecting it. You see? Because I am not comfortable. You ain't expecting it. Because you're feeling like this is your house. You're too comfortable. When you sit there and you eat your plate, you look dead at your plate with all of your vision. Your ears are muted to everybody. You're just paying attention to your plate. You done got too comfortable. You're not going to know if someone comes up and decides to rip your mouth open. Or decides to just run up and get you in the headlock and start hitting you. You're not expecting none of that. Because you're comfortable. You're not 110% respected by everybody. That's where people get shit confused. Is people will confuse respect, you know what I'm saying? And then they'll get comfortable and think that everybody respects them. In all reality, 75% ain't worried about you, ain't thinking about you. They don't care for you at all. That's why it seems like a respect thing. Oh, they're not fucking with me because they respect me. No, they're not even thinking of you. But when the time comes and they want to, and they want to feel like, okay, you know what? Well, he's got a phone. Let's go rob that. Well, he gets $100 canteen every week. Let's go rob that. You know what I'm saying? Well, he was hanging out with this one dude, and I remember that dude he was hanging out with stabbed this one guy over there. That was my homeboy. He must have had something to do with it. Let's go get him. Right? It's all on when they want to come at you or when they want to show they don't respect you. And the more comfortable you are, the harder it's going to be for you to see that coming. So remember this one. This is an important one right here. You never want to get too comfortable. And like I said, when it comes to being transferred, it's like the more comfortable you get, the more you got money coming in, the more you're hustling, the more people that know you, the less problems you feel like you had, but the more problems that are around you. Next thing you know, they're going to tell you, pack it up, you're being transferred. Okay, when I was in the county jail, they separated me and my homeboys because we had too much fun. And the officer said, you ain't supposed to be comfortable here in jail. They literally took us and packed everybody up and transferred us into different quads, all because we got along too well. And we weren't people on the streets. Like, we didn't know each other from the streets. We were just homeboys that was in the same quad for so long that, bitch, we hung out every day. We partied. We laughed. You know, we had fun while we were in jail. We did whatever we needed to do to kill our time. But in the officer's eyes, that was us being mad comfortable. And you're not supposed to be there for that. Now, if you feel like you're comfortable, and if you truly are on the inside, don't show it. Always be on your P's and Q's, because you'll last a lot longer in a place. Because when officers see that you are comfortable, they're going to do all they can to split up your little squad, your little crew, whatever you got going on. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, some officers that are cool, you know, stand out compared to the ones that are on that fuck shit, that are bullies and stuff like that. But once you get comfortable with that officer being cool, you'll never see it coming when he decides to be like one of them other fucked up bullied officers. You see, you think you know them when really you don't know them. And once they feel like you know them, or you're comfortable with who they are as an officer, they're gonna put it in writing for you to be transferred. And once other officers see how comfortable you are with other officers, if they don't hit you with a staff relationship DR, then they're gonna still put in to get you transferred. And out of nowhere, you're gonna be like, what the hell? I got transferred for nothing. It's because you were too comfortable and the officers observed it after a while. Because a staff relationship doesn't have to be a male inmate with a female officer. It could be a male inmate with a male officer, and it ain't gotta be no sexual relationship. It could just be like y'all are cool. You're cool with the officer, you know, like he acts like normal to you. He might know someone you know on the streets, or he might be from where you're originally from, or he just might not take it out on you as much as he takes it out on other inmates. And other officers will see that, and they'll put it in writing that y'all two are kind of got like a little staff relationship going on. You might have him giving you money, you might have him bringing in contraband or whatever it may be, and they'll transfer you. In all reality, you were just so comfortable that you started talking to the officer like y'all were homeboys, laughing about shit, talking about the game that was on yesterday. The only thing y'all might have in common is a football team. And then next thing you know, every time you see me, be like, boy, how about them Dolphins? Shit, I know, right? And y'all talking about them Dolphins. Another officer see it and feel like, oh, he's too comfortable. Next thing you know, you're getting transferred behind that shit. You might get put on investigation first, and then they might put that officer on suspension because they're not supposed to be getting along and be friendly with inmates like that. You see what I'm saying? So you always want to avoid getting comfortable, because when you do get transferred or you do get moved, even if it ain't from a different camp, even if they see you're comfortable in this dorm, they'll move you into a totally different dorm just to ruin your hangout and kill your vibes. You feel me? So you gotta always be prepared, you know, to go somewhere else. Like I always said in other videos, my mom's always called me her Rolling Stone, because I'm always moving. I'm always got something going on. I'd call her, yeah, I'm here. Okay, I'm over here now. Now I'm over here. Even when I was on the streets, I live here, I live over there, I live over here, live over here. At a young age, I always wanted to live on my own, be on my own. So I'm her Rolling Stone. Okay, so I'm used to that, not getting comfortable shit. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. You feel me? That's what I would keep programmed in my mind. Because when they tell your ass, pack it up and move, it's going to be that same shitty feeling. And it ain't the same feeling as pack it up, you're going home. That excitement feeling you get inside your chest when you're going home, it isn't the same when they tell you pack it up, you're moving from this dorm to that dorm. Now you might get moved over there where there's a bunch of your ops, or people that you was beefing with before, or people you fought, or people in your dorm don't get along with them, so they think you're their homeboy because you came for that dorm, or you know, shit like that. So you gotta always be prepared. And the easiest way to do that is do not get too comfortable, because the way the system works is they will move you around and try to ruin your day and make it to where you regret your stay and your bid. Therefore, it's a possible chance that you will not come back because you didn't enjoy your stay while you were there the first time. And as long as you do that and everything else that comes out in this inmate dictionary, you should be good. Because everything I'm telling y'all is pure facts. And it's pure strategy guide to help you make it through your bid while you were incarcerated. All right? Y'all stay tuned for the next video. I appreciate y'all watching this one. This is the end letter of Inmate Dictionary. Y'all stay tuned for the next one. I'll be dropping that shit a few videos down the line. I appreciate y'all watching. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out if you ain't hit it on the way in. And make sure you catch me next time. This Frog.